So let's start talking about slope. Oops, I need to change that so that it's not so big. All right, so slope is the inclination of a line. So if you see on my graph, I have 2 points, and every unit is 1, so we're going to assume that everything is 1. It's really hard to write numbers on these, so I'm going to just tell you and assume that they are 1. So this point would be 1, 2, 3 over 1, so 3, 1. And this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, so negative 4, because I'm going left, and down 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So those are my 2 points. So slope is defined as m, so we use that letter for slope, and it's rise over run. It's how much I go up by how much I run. So you can see that I'm going to get this distance over this distance. So the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now in terms of slope, it doesn't really matter if I write it y1 minus y2, so long as if I use y1 here, I have to use x1 underneath in the denominator. And the reason for that is that if I use one y from one point, I have to use the x from the same point first. So I can label these as whatever I want to. I can make this x1, y1 or x2, y2. But I'm going to go ahead and label them so that either one of the equations that I use, I can use. Now I'm going to make this slightly smaller. I'm going to move it a little bit so that I have more space. So I'm going to try to find the slope between those 2 points. So m is equal to y2 minus y1. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to say negative 4 minus 1 over, and then x2, which is negative 4 minus 3. Now, if you want to remember this formula, the way to do that is every time you do a problem, you're going to write the formula down. Is it required? Absolutely. Until I say otherwise, you are writing the formula. So if you do 20 problems, it's 20 times you're writing the formula. I don't want any excuses because I'm telling you on this video, you have to write the formula. So you get negative 5 over negative 7. 2 negatives equal a positive. The slope is 5 over 7. So for this particular problem, you want to find the slope of the line that passes through 0, 4, and 2, 4. So the first thing we want to do is label it. x1, y1, x2, y2. Write the formula down. So m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that equals y2 is 4 minus y1, 4 over x2, 2 minus x1, 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So the slope of the line, one line, is 0 for this problem. Now let's look at another problem. So in this case, I'm finding the slope. So again, write the formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And you're going to write this as, oh, I forgot to label. So let's label. Oops, that looks awful. But you can tell what I mean. All right, so y2 is negative 10 minus y1, which is 1, over x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 4. So I get negative 11 over 0. Now, here's the deal. You can divide 0 divided by something, but you cannot divide something by 0. So this, no slope. Or sometimes you'll see it called undefined. It has no slope. It has no inclination. It is not possible. So remember, this is not possible. So this is undefined, but this is a slope of 0. They are very different slopes.